said she's going to see me in 10 minutes. Hey, baby. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Take a
You can finish the dance if you want. It's this one.
Yeah.
Give in. Hi.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
What?
Okay, we're good now.
Okay. Do you here, in the presence of these witnesses, declare your commitment to Holly and choose her as the one with whom you wish to spend your life? Do you give yourself to her and accept the gift of self which she gives to you? Do you pledge to endure all of the difficulties which life may offer, even as you look forward to sharing the joys to be experienced together? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Good job.
I did it.
Holly, do you here, in the presence of these witnesses, declare your commitment to Bill and choose him as the one with whom you wish to spend your life? Do you give yourself to him and accept the gift of self which he gives to you? Do you pledge to endure all of the difficulties which life may offer, even as you look forward to sharing the joys to be experienced together? If so, answer, I do.
I do. All right. 3 years, 3 months, and 5 days ago we met on my doorstep when Mickey and I had our singles mixer, where he was supposed to bring a friend who was single. So the first time I met you, you had a friend with you, Matt. I met on the same day I met Bill. And he brought a date to a singles party and 2 bottles of wine, 1 in each hand. And he's not even a drinker.
That's my boy.
I noticed a lot of things about you that night. The first thing I noticed was the odd entrance into my house with the 2 bottles of wine and the 2 people, but I noticed your cute curly silver hair. I noticed your twinkling blue eyes. I noticed that you could match my verbal wit. And I noticed that you called your date the wrong name. Now, that ended up being a good thing for me because they didn't last. And the next day you called, and we chatted for 4 hours. And the day after that you called, and we chatted for 6 hours. And a couple days later, we had our first date at the sushi house. Yay, sushi table. Mickey mentioned how many things had to happen in order for us to be here. And for me, it went clear back to the 1950s when Dad was in high school, because if Dad hadn't been in his senior class play and loved theater, he wouldn't have put me on stage at age 7 for me to continue acting in high school and college and in community theater for me to even meet Mickey. So it goes back to Dad, but I think it really goes back to the fact that God's timing is perfect, and God orchestrated all of these things so that you would have somebody to take care of you as you grow older.
When my gallbladder comes out.
I always ask to be used by God, so here's my job. As I got to know you, I learned you were a gentleman. I fell in love with the twinkle in your eye when you smile at me. I love that you challenge me, that you make me laugh. And I love that I feel safe when I'm with you. I promise to honor you to respect you, to encourage you, to challenge you, to learn from you, and to teach you. I promise to continue to love and care for you, and I will try in every way, in every day, to be worthy of your love and this opportunity that God has given us. I believe in you. I believe in the man you are now, and I believe in the couple that we are going to be and that we try to be together. I want to be your best friend, your playmate, your confidant, your ally, and your greatest challenge. Most importantly, you are the love of my life, and you make me happier than I ever imagined I could be, and more cared for than I ever thought was possible. I am a better person when I am working side by side with you. I am so blessed to have this life with you now and forever. And one last promise. When I get Alzheimer's, I promise to look at that curly hair across the room and those twinkling eyes and to fall in love with them all over again. Oh.
January 2nd is a very important date in my life. In 1988, I almost took my last breath in a car wreck. Fast forward 27 years later to 2015, and I met someone very special. That someone was Coco. For those of you who don't know, I can speak to dogs. I got to remember to stick the microphone in my face, though.
Yes, you do.
Coco sees me and says, "What up, playa?" You see, Coco is a little black dog, and I have a feeling that he talks like Kevin Hart. I said, "What up, pimp?" I said, "You're looking cool." He says, "You're looking pretty cool too." And he goes, "Hey, I got someone you need to meet. My mommy. She's pretty cool." I said, "All right, let's do this thing." So he waddled in with his little prancing feet, and I saw you. When I laid my eyes on you, Holly, I lost my breath again. You had a wonderful smile. Is my hand shaking? Because it's really wobbly. I knew you had a wonderful smile and very pretty eyes, as you guys have already heard, even though I couldn't tell they were green. Go figure. I soon learned you were very educated and enjoyed having conversations about all kinds of topics. Home improvements, sports, bowel movements, whatever we came up with.
We weren't going to mention that.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Even though our lives are very different, and we didn't have even one thing in common. Right, Carol? I felt like we were meant to be together. The way you make a positive impact on people makes me feel so proud of you that words can't explain. The way your students talk about you makes me cry because I want to move people the way that you impact and move people. You drive me crazy nearly every day, and most of the time, it's in a good way. I know I'm not perfect, and I'm going to drive you crazy sometimes, but it's my goal to make you feel special, safe, and most of all, happy for the rest of our lives. Now, how on earth am I going to do that? First one.
Oh, we have a list.
Oh, I'm not done yet. You think I'm going to let you talk longer than me? I think not. Bacon breakfast every morning, followed by walks with Coco. I will always be there on opening night with flowers. I will listen to you, as long as it's not in the middle of a movie, a show, or sports. I'll do your laundry as long as you help me fold it. I will always be your hitman and your bookie. I've died 4 times for you.
I know.
How many of you guys can say that?
Ask us the story later. Okay.
We can have sushi as much as you want. I promise to always go shopping with you, even if it isn't for me, especially if we go shoe shopping. I will try and keep you on time. This is by far the hardest one I have to do. At the end of every day, when we're getting ready for bed, and you look back on how I did, and you give me a grade, I hope my grade will always be an A plus 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 plus. If you promise to always be my caddy, I will always be your big daddy. I give you this ring as my sign of, I don't know.
My love
Hit
and
that again.
faithfulness.
I liked it, so I'm going to put a ring on it.
Okay.
Say that again.
That's good. Love and faithfulness.
Love and faithfulness.
Love and faithfulness.
It
Coming at
encircles
you.
your finger,
It encircles your finger,
just as you will always be surrounded by my love.
just as you will always be surrounded by my love.
Let this ring show the world that you are mine,
Let this ring show the world that you are mine,
and that I am honored to call you my wife.
and that I am honored to call you my wife.
I'm honored to call you my husband.
And Bill, if you would repeat after me, I will wear it gladly.
I will wear it gladly.
And when I see it,
And when I see it,
I will remember this happy day and the vows we've made.
I will remember this happy day and the vows we've made.
I pronounce with great joy that you are finally husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no one separate. You may seal your vows with a kiss.
I did it. I didn't fall down.
I would please introduce for the first time Mr. and Mrs. William Andrew and Holly Hathaway Thompson.